Exercise 10.2, the very first question. From a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24 cm and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm. Find the radius of the circle. So first of all, we have to draw a circle and we have to take a point Q outside the circle. Suppose this point is Q, which is outside the circle. Let O is the center of the circle. So according to the question, from a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24 cm. So we have to draw a tangent from point Q to the circle. This length of tangent is given 24 cm. So here we can write 24 cm. Suppose the point of contact I have taken A. Next line, and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm. The distance of this point Q from the center O is already given 25 cm. So here we can write 25 cm. Find the radius of the circle. So we have to find the radius of the circle, that is OA. As we know, the radius is always perpendicular on the tangent. So here we can write OQ square. In solution we can write OQ. The value of OQ is given 25 cm. Value of AQ is also given 24 cm. While OA is the radius. OA equals to radius, which we have to find out. As we know, if we will apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle, so we can write here OQ square is equals to OA square plus AQ square. On the place of OQ, we can write the value 25 cm. 25 cm whole square equals to OA square. The value of OA we have to find out, so it will be as it is plus AQ. Measurement of AQ is given 24 cm whole square. The square of 25 will be equals to 625 equals to OA square plus 24 square is equals to 576. So 625 minus 576 is equals to OA square. Now we will subtract these two, then we will have 49 is equals to OA square, or we can say the value of OA will be equals to 7 cm. Hence the radius of this circle will be equals to, we can write here, the radius of circle will be equals to 7 cm. So this is the solution of this question. Now let us consider question number 4 of the same exercise. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. So let us see the solution of this question. According to this question, we have to prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter are parallel. So first of all, we have to draw a circle and a diameter also. Suppose O is the center of this circle and the diameter is AB. Diameter of this circle I have taken AB. Now we have to draw two tangents at the end of the diameter. So first tangent I am drawing at point A, while the second tangent I am drawing at point B. Suppose the name of this tangent is PQ. This point is P and this point is Q. And name of this second tangent, suppose C and D. So here we have to prove that PQ is parallel to CD. So let us see the solution. How to prove that PQ is parallel to CD? As we know, the tangent is always perpendicular on the radius. Since OA is the radius of the circle and PQ is the tangent. Hence, the measurement of this angle will be equals to 90 degree. Similarly, OB is the radius of this circle and CD is the tangent. Hence, the measurement of this angle is also equals to 90 degree. Suppose the name of this angle I have taken 1 and name of this angle I have taken 2. So here we can write angle 1 is equals to 90 degree because OA is the radius and PQ is the tangent. Radius is always perpendicular on the tangent. Similarly, angle 2 is also equals to 90 degree. After that, we have to add both the equations. Adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. So here we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 90 degree plus 90 degree, that will be equals to angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equals to 180 degree. As we know, if suppose we are having two lines and the sum of these two interior angles are equals to 180 degree, then these two lines must be parallel. If the sum of these two angles equals to 180 degree, then these two lines are parallel. Or in converse, we can say that if these two lines are parallel, then the sum of these two angles are equals to 180 degree. Similarly, since the sum of these two angles are equals to 180 degree, hence these two lines are parallel. Hence we can say PQ is parallel to CD. Hence we can write here PQ is parallel to CD. Once again I can repeat this line. Since if the sum of these two angles are equals to 180 degree, hence the lines will be parallel. Or in another word, we can say that if the lines are parallel, then the sum of these two angles are equals to 180 degree. So this is proved. Now let us consider question number 8. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equals to AD plus BC. It is already given a quadrilateral is circumscribing a circle. So here we have to prove that the sum of AB plus CD is equals to AD plus BC. AD plus BC. So let us see the solution of this question. Let us consider O is the center of this circle. So let us see the solution of this question. The length of AP and AS both will be equal. Once again I am repeating here, AP and AS both will be equal because these two are the length of tangents drawn from the same external point A. Once again I am repeating this one as I have already explained the theorem. The length of tangents drawn from the same external point are equal. It means if we are drawing two tangents PA and PB, the circle, then the length of these two tangents are equal. I have already proved in the previous video. So here the measurement of AP and AS both will be equal. So here we can write AP is equals to AS. This can be taken as equation number 1. And we have to write the reason why these two length of tangents are equal. So here we can write length of tangents drawn from same external point. That's why these two are equal. Similarly, we can say that BP is equals to BQ because these two are the length of tangents drawn from the same external point B. So we can say BP is equals to BQ. So here we can write BP is equals to BQ. This can be taken as equation number 2. The reason will remain same. We have to write the same reason here also. Next, here the length of tangent CQ and CR both will be equal. So here we can write CR is equals to CQ. CR is equals to CQ. This can be taken as equation number 3 and it will have the same reason. Next, DR is equals to DS because these two are the tangents drawn from the same external point D. So here we can write DR is equals to DS. This can be taken as equation number 4 and it will have the same reason. After that we have to add all the equations 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here we can write by adding equation 1, 2, 3 and 4. Adding equation 1, 2, 3 and 4. We have to add LHS part with LHS and RHS part with RHS. So here we can write AP plus second one is BP plus third one is CR plus next one is DR is equals to AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. After that we have to make the pair such that we will get the same side. So here AP plus BP, AP plus BP, on the place of AP plus BP we can write AB. So on the place of these two we can write AB. Similarly CR plus DR, CR plus DR, the sum of CR and DR will be equals to CD. We can write here plus on the place of these two we can write CD is equals to AS, A to S and DS. The sum of AS and DS, AS and DS will be equals to AD. Right here AD plus BQ plus CQ. BQ plus CQ can be written as BC. BQ plus CQ can be written as BC. So here LHS and RHS both the parts are equal. So it is verified or we can say proved. Now let us consider question number 9 of the same exercise. In the given figure, xy and x dash y are two parallel tangents. Here xy and x dash y both are the parallel tangents to the circle with center O. And another tangent AB with point of contact C intersecting xy at A and x dash y dash at B. AB is another tangent which is intersecting xy at point A and x dash y dash at point B. This AB tangent is touching the circle at point C. Then we have to prove that angle AOB is equals to 90 degree. We have to prove that the measurement of this angle AOB is equals to 90 degree. So let us see the solution of this question. To prove angle AOB is equals to 90 degree, first of all we will join O to C. After joining O to C, now let us see here. Suppose the name of this angle I have taken 1, name of this angle I have taken 2, name of this angle I have taken 3, and name of this angle I have taken 4. The measurement of angle 1 and angle 2 both will be equal. So here we can write angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Why the measurement of angle 1 and 2 both will be equal? As we know, the tangents drawn from the same external points subtend equal angles at the center. So suppose we are having a point P outside the circle and PA, PB both are the tangents drawn from the same external point P. Then the length of tangent, these two tangents subtend equal angles at the center. This term I have already explained. Hence, the measurement of angle 1 and 2 both will be equal. AP and AC. AP and AC are two tangents drawn from the same external point A. Hence, they will subtend equal angles at the center. So, I have written here angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Suppose both are equals to x, that I have assumed. This can be taken as equation number 1. Why angle 1 and 2 both are equal? Because equal tangents subtend equal angles at the center. So here we can write angles subtended by equal tangents. Similarly, measurement of angle 3 and measurement of angle 4 both will be equal because these two angles are formed, these two are subtended by the tangent BQ and BC. So here we can write measurement of angle 3 is equals to measurement of angle 4. Both I have assumed y. This can be taken as equation number 2, and here again we have to write the same reason. After that, we have to add all the angles together. Angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Here we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equals to, all these angles are formed on a straight line. That's why the sum of all the angles will be equals to 180 degree. Angle 1, on the place of angle 1 we can write x. So we can write here x. Angle 2, on the place of angle 2 we can write x. Again I have written here x. Plus angle 3, on the place of angle 3 we can write y. Plus angle 4, on the place of angle 4 we can write y is equals to 180 degree. So here we can write 2x plus 2y is equals to 180 degree. 2 we can take as a common. X plus y is equals to 180 degree, or x plus y is equals to 180 divided by 2. X plus y is equals to 90 degree. So we got the sum of x plus y, that is equals to 90 degree. Now we have to prove that. Let us see. Measurement of angle AOB equals to 90 degree. That we have to prove. So here we can write angle AOB is equals to angle 2 plus angle 3. So here we can write angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 2. Angle 2 is equals to x. So we can write here x plus angle 3. Angle 3 is equals to y. So we can write here y. So x plus y. We have already calculated x plus y is equals to 90 degree. So here we can write 90 degree. Hence we can say angle AOB is equals to 90 degree. So this is the final solution of this question. Now let us consider question number 12 of the same exercise. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm. So this is a triangle which is circumscribing a circle with center O, and radius of this circle is given 4 cm, such that the segment BD and DC, into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are of length 8 cm and 6 cm. This is the point of contact of the circle. This point is dividing BC into two parts. C to D is given 6 cm, while B to D is given 8 cm. Then we have to find the measurement of sides AB and AC. Measurement of AB we have to find out, and measurement of AC also. So let us see how to solve this question. First of all, we have to join O2 AB. This perpendicular we have to draw because this is the radius and this AB is the tangent of the circle. This point we can take as E. Similarly, we have to draw one more tangent, OF. After that, we can join O to A, O to B, and O to C also. Once again, I am repeating all these things. I have drawn the perpendicular from point O to the side AB. That is the OE. OE is perpendicular on AB. Similarly, OF is perpendicular. OF is perpendicular on side AC. Now here, after that we join O to C, O to A and O to B also. Since the measurement of BD is 8 cm, hence the measurement of BE will also be equals to 8 cm. Because BD and BE are the length of tangents drawn from the same external point B. Similarly, if the measurement of CD is 6 cm, then the measurement of CF is also equals to 6 cm. Here again the same reason, because CD and CF are the length of tangents drawn from the same external point C. After that we can assume let AF is equals to x centimeter, and hence AE will also be equals to x, because AF and AE, measurement of AF and AE both will be equal, because these two are the tangents drawn from the same external point A. Now we will find the area of triangle OCB. So here first of all we are going to find the area of triangle OCB is equals to 1 upon 2 into base. We can write here. So base is BC, means 8 plus 6, that will be equals to 14 multiplied by corresponding height. This is the corresponding height of this base. So we can write here 4. It will be equals to 28 centimeters square. Similarly, we will find the area of triangle OBA. Area of triangle OBA is equals to 1 upon 2 into base. Base of this triangle will be equals to x plus 8. X plus 8 multiplied by corresponding height. This is the radius of the circle. As we are having the radius of circle equals to 4, so the measurement of this radius will also be equals to 4. Measurement of OF is also equals to 4 centimeter. So corresponding height to this base will be equals to 4. So here we can write 2 and 2x plus 16. Similarly, we can find the area of one more triangle OAC. So here we can write area of triangle OAC is equals to 1 upon 2 into base of this triangle is x plus 6. So we can write here x plus 6 and corresponding height is 4. So we can write here 4. So finally we can write here 2x plus 12. After that we will add all these areas together. Here we can write area of triangle OCB plus area of triangle OBA plus area of triangle OAC is equals to area of triangle OCB is equals to 28 centimeters square. So here we can write 28 plus area of triangle OBA is equals to 2x plus 16. So here we can write 2x plus 16. Now area of triangle OAC is equals to 2x plus 12. So here we can write 2x plus 12. After solving this one, we will have 2x plus 2x will be equals to 4x. Now here we will add 28 plus 12, 40. That will be equals to 56. So this is the area of triangle OCB, means area of triangle OCB plus area of triangle OBA, plus area of triangle OAC. If we will add all the area of triangles, then we will get area of triangle ABC. The sum of all these areas of triangle will be equals to area of triangle ABC is equals to, we are having 4x plus 56. So we got the area of triangle ABC. After that, we will calculate the area of triangle ABC. So let us see how to find the area of triangle ABC. Here we will find the area of this triangle ABC by using the Heron's formula. For that, first of all, we will find the semi-perimeter. S is equals to A plus B plus C divided by 2. So the measurement of first side is x plus 6. You can write here x plus 6 plus measurement of second side is 6 plus 8. 14 we can write here. Measurement of third side is x plus 8. So we can write here x plus 8 divided by 2. So here the value of S will be equals to x plus x will be equals to 2x. Now 14 plus 6, 20 plus S 8, 28 divided by 2. If we will divide it by 2 by taking the common, then the value of S will be equals to x plus 14. So this is the value of S. After getting the value of S, now we can calculate the area of triangle ABC by using the Heron's formula. So let us see how to apply the Heron's formula to this triangle. So here we can write area of triangle ABC. area of triangle ABC will be equals to under root S. The value of S we are having x plus 40. Then S minus A. So here we can write x plus 40 minus first side is x plus 6. We can write here x plus 6. Then S minus B. Again we can write x plus 14 minus measurement of second side is 14. So we can write here 14. After that we can write S minus C. So we can write here the value of S is x plus 40 minus C. Measurement of third side is x plus 8. So I have written like that. Once again I am repeating here. First of all I have calculated the value of S by using the formula sum of all the three sides divided by 2, that will be equals to x plus 40. Then I have applied the formula area of triangle ABC will be equals to S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So here we can write x plus 14 inside the bracket. Now here we can write x plus 14 minus x and minus 6. Then here we can write x plus 14 minus 14, and here we can write x plus 14 minus x minus 8 under root. X plus 14 will be as it is, there will be no change. Now here x and x both will cancel. 14 minus 6 is equals to 8. Now here x plus 40 minus 40. So these two will cancel. We will have x multiplied by. Now here x minus x both will cancel. 14 minus 8 will be equals to 6. So we can write 6 inside the root. Now this is the area of triangle ABC. This is also the area of triangle ABC. So both the areas of triangle will be equal. Area of triangle ABC equals to 4x plus 56, and again here area of triangle ABC is x plus 14. Here we can write area of triangle ABC, area of triangle ABC. So this can be taken as equation number 1, and this can be taken as equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2 we can write here. From equation 1 and 2 we can write here. From equation 1 and 2 we can write here 4x plus 56. 4x plus 56 is equals to under root x plus 14 multiplied by 8 into 6, 48x. Now after that we will put the square both the sides. Here we will take 4 as a common. So we will write here 4 and a bracket x plus 14. Then x plus 14 into 4, 48x. Now we will put the square both the sides. Then whole square, and here also whole square. Since we are having root right side, that's why we have to put the square both the sides. So after putting the square both the sides, we can write here the square of 4 will be equals to 16. We can write here, and x plus 14 whole square will be equals to x plus 14 multiplied by x plus 14. Twice we can write here, or we can write x plus 14 whole square is equals to, now under root x plus 14 into 48x whole square, so root will be eliminated, and finally we can write here x plus 14 under bracket multiplied by 48x. So we can write here 48x. Now x plus 14, x plus 14, these two terms will cancel. Now 16 3s are 48, and finally we can write here x plus 14 is equals to 3x. or 14 is equals to 3x minus x. 14 is equals to 2x. Hence, the value of x is equals to 7 centimeter. Now we got the measurement of x, that is equals to 7 centimeter. After that, we have to find the measurement of AB and AC. So let us see how to find the measurement of AB and AC. AB is equals to x plus 8. So we can write here x plus 8. The measurement of x we have got 7 centimeters. So we can write here 7 plus 8 will be equals to 15 centimeters. So this is the first answer. After that we can find the measurement of AC. AC is equals to x plus 6. So we can write here x plus 6. Measurement of x is 7 centimeter plus 6 will be as it is. 7 plus 6 equals to 13 centimeters. So these two are the solutions of this question.